losing your mind because there's only 60 days left of the year and you want something to brag about when you go home to see your family and your hometown friends and random high school boy at bar, then I challenge you to live out the theme of each month. In this video, I'm going to tell you November's theme and how to incorporate it into your life. Honestly, who cares about the high school boy? I don't know why I added that, but maybe that was for someone. I hope we connected in that moment. Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Randall. Welcome back to my channel. The theme for November, actually, I had two themes for November, but when I started outlining, it ended up being pages and pages long. And the whole time in the back of my head, I had this topic of finishing strong nagging at my brain. And if you guys want me to, I'll post the other video too. The theme, spoiler, was gonna be gather. It was all about, building a stronger network of like your friends and being more involved in your community and just, feeling fulfilled in all areas. So if you want me to post that, I will. I just like these videos, the theme videos being shorter, something bite-sized you can kind of binge on and go. So let's get into it. I think that this is the time of year when people start to look back at all the goals that they set for themselves and all the projects that they started and didn't finish and all the things that they wanted to be and see and do and have and experience. And then they start to either beat themselves up and then completely give up and say, fuck it, life is how it is right now, who cares, we'll push everything off until next year. Or they go into this other camp that might also still beat themselves up, but then go into hyper productive drive and then burn themselves out and then can't even enjoy the holidays and their loved ones. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how we can avoid both of those options, but still leave this year feeling accomplished and satisfied. Number one, we're gonna look back on all the goals that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year. I, as you guys know, made a whole bingo card out of mine. And then we're gonna look and see the goals that no longer resonate with us. For some people, the goals that no longer resonate with us are the goals that we've already completed. And that's okay, that doesn't mean you failed. It just means that you further crystallized what you actually want because you already tried it out. This happens a lot like in the content creator space, like people dream of being a content creator or an influencer, and then they start making content and posting content and realize that they hate it. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you failed. I think failure is not trying at all. So you probably learned a lot about yourself and learned a lot about content creation, and you gained other valuable skills that you can put into other endeavors that you actually want to try next. So I think that's a win. For number two, for the things that don't resonate with you anymore, ask yourself why. Why have my outlook and my desires changed? What do I want now? And if you don't exactly know what you want now, then go after the feelings that you want, because that's what we're all chasing anyway. We want the feeling of success. We want the feeling of true connection. So what are the feelings that you're going after? So for example, what was the goal? The goal was I wanted to be a content creator. And maybe you tried it and you hated it. Okay, why doesn't it resonate with you anymore? Why doesn't that goal resonate with you anymore? Maybe you figured out that you don't actually like the day-to-day of being a content creator or an influencer. Maybe you shoved yourself into a niche or a box or a filming style, an editing style, a way of presenting yourself and talking that is not actually true to you. Maybe you were talking about stuff that you're actually not that passionate about. Number three, how did it feel? It felt empty. It felt boring. It felt fake. It felt like a slog. 4, be specific. It felt like an endless loop of things that I just didn't want to do and didn't care about. Which brings me to number 3. Number 3, ask yourself how you want to feel, especially at this end of the year. How do you want to leave this year feeling? What are the specific words? And don't shame yourself for it. So if your word is organized, then okay, girl, break out the Tupperware, all right? Break out all the little habit tracking paperwork. Do whatever you need to do. If honestly the word is like you want to feel like a socialite or like a social butterfly, okay, get to mingling. Whatever it is, how do you actually want to feel at the end of the year? What feeling would make you feel the most satisfied? Number 4, look back at your goals and see which ones dig up those feelings. And if they dig up those feelings, but you also feel resistance, ask yourself why. This thing would grant you financial freedom. Why run from it? This thing would grant you artistic freedom. Why run from it? Why are you running from the thing that would make you the happiest? At this point, I am convinced that running away from your dreams and the things that you actually want takes more effort than just doing them and running towards them. You also might notice that the thing that you tried and didn't love just needs to be reconfigured because you love the thing at its core and the feeling that it gives you, but not the way that you went about it. So again, and I'm just gonna keep using the content creator example because it's an easy example, but say you still want to be a content creator, but it is the literal content that has to be changed. Maybe you realized, yeah, actually, I like longer form content with minimal edits, actually. Maybe I actually don't want to post on this medium. Maybe I would actually rather be a podcaster. Or maybe I don't like doing get ready with me's. Maybe I would rather just talk to the camera while I make my jewelry, or I'll have a voiceover while I make my jewelry. Or actually, I'm more into this editing style. I know it isn't like the most popular, but this is the thing that feeds me the most. Or I still have this goal of wanting to work out 4 times a week. That's still a goal that resonates with me, but I don't like the way that I'm going about it. You know, I don't actually like going on the treadmill. I would rather just go on walks. Or I need human connection, so all of my workouts cannot be by myself. So maybe once a week I go in for a class, or at least one of my workouts needs to be with a friend or a friend that I make at the gym. Or maybe I don't like doing the same types of workouts all 4 days of the week. Maybe I need to do Pilates on Mondays, and then on Tuesdays I go bouldering, and then on Wednesdays I have grappling class, and then on Friday I just go for a run. Maybe I need to switch it up. So figure out, maybe you still love the thing at its core, but you need to switch up the way that you go about it. 5, realize that this is still your year. You don't have to throw out everything just because you didn't finish writing your TV pilot. There's still 60 days left. There's still time. You're still breathing. You have access to internet because you're watching me. Don't throw it all away, okay? So realize that this is still your year and pick a goal and bet on yourself. And if you need an accountability buddy, then tell your friend, hey, every day or once a week, I'm gonna check in with you. And we're gonna talk about all the stuff that we did. Or you just talk about the stuff that you did, okay? If you get fueled by posting something on the internet and telling the internet, hey, I'm gonna do this by this time, if that fuels you, then okay. There's also a lot of accountability groups online, but whatever you need, okay? Set it up with your friend, your partner, whoever, that, okay, every week I'm gonna do this thing. And if I don't do this thing, then we can't hang out. Whatever you need to do. That's how I finished drafting my screenplay. It's every week I had to make edits and I had to turn them into my editor. I love my editor. She's one of my best friends. So I had to turn it into her. And if I didn't turn it into her, we weren't gonna have a meeting. We just weren't gonna talk. Devastating. But that fueled me because it's like, no, I'm gonna get my weekly fix of Brit. So I'm gonna turn in these pages. So that's what we did. And I only missed a few, I think. I only missed like 3 the whole year that I was doing rewrites. 3 or 4, I think. But yeah, whatever you need, accountability buddy, pick a goal and bet on yourself. And number 6, and it's also getting progressively darker. Oh, time is changing. So number 6, have a goal deadline, have milestone rewards, and then a big reward at the end when you complete your goal. I don't know about you, But the last 2 weeks of the year, I'm not doing anything. I am clocked out. I'm hanging out with my loved ones and I am resting. So I know by mid-December, that's my deadline. That's it. So what's your deadline? How are you gonna reward yourself along the way, all the little milestones to keep yourself motivated? And what are you gonna do for yourself at the end when you complete your goal? All right, guys, that's all that I have for you today. If you wanna read my novella Truth Weekend just in time for the holiday season, then it is always linked in my description. Please leave a review. We're gonna make this movie happen. Oh, also, I'm gonna leave my Truth Weekend Instagram account now too, because I just made that over last week. So go ahead and follow over there, and I will see all of you lovely people in my next video. Bye.